Ladies and gentlemen, the world is on the brink of a catastrophic war. The Russian-Ukrainian conflict has escalated to a dangerous new level, and both sides are holding their breath, waiting for the other to make the first move. But what happens when one side sends in their secret weapon? A weapon is so powerful that it could change the war's course and leave the opponent scrambling to catch up. Today, we bring you breaking news that will shock the world and send you shivers. Prepare for a battle unlike any other as we uncover the truth behind the US sending their super tanks to Ukraine and the panic it's causing in Russia. Content: the tank delivery. The US and other Western allies have agreed to give the Ukrainian army an extra, perhaps decisive boost, by supplying them with hundreds of Western tanks. These include German Leopards 2A4 modifications 2A4, 2A5, and 2A6, British Challengers, and American Abrams. President Joe Biden has announced that 31 Abrams tanks will be delivered to Ukraine. Today, we will talk about this main battle tank of the US Army and how it will help Ukraine win the war. The M1 Abrams tank. Before we get into the details of how the M1 Abrams tank will help Ukraine win, we must determine which modifications will be delivered. The Abrams, or the M1 Abrams, produced from 1980 to 1996, has 6 main changes with different technical characteristics and are sometimes significant. It was stated that the M101 tanks, which have been produced since 1984 and are now removed from service with the US troops, will be delivered. Of course, this modification cannot boast any unique characteristics by today's standards. Still, those tanks smacked an Iraqi tank group in 1991 during the battle that went down in history as the 73 Easting Battle, considered the last major tank battle of the 20th century. The Iraqi tank brigades then lost 160 tanks, mostly T-72s and some T-62s and T-55s, 180 BMPs and APCs, and 12 artillery pieces. The Americans lost only 1 man from the reconnaissance crew Bradley M3, a shell of the Iraqi BMP-1 hit it. The M1A2 SEP V3, the representative of the Pentagon, Sabrina Singh, announced that the armed forces of Ukraine would receive the Abrams tanks in the M1A2 modification, but without a very important component, depleted uranium armor. This technology is secret and is not exported even to the closest allies of the United States. Also, the Pentagon representative added that, for the sake of state secrecy, she would not go into further specifications and specify the characteristics of the tanks. Based on this information, we'll assume that 31 units of an Abrams modification M1A2 SEP V3 will arrive in Ukraine. The features of the M1A2 SEP V3. What are the features of this vehicle? It's a classic tank with a crew of 4. The most distinctive feature of the tank is its massive multi-layer armor, which gives the vehicle a rough, angular look and brings its combat weight up to 63 tons. The most protected is the front projection of the turret and hull. To protect against cumulative or subcaliber projectiles, combined armor modules consist of 2 thick sheets of metal and a filler between them. The latter originally consisted of ceramic tiles, later supplemented by elements of depleted uranium. The Abrams tank is a true marvel of engineering. Its powerful turbine engine allows it to move at high speeds, while its heavy armor protects against all threats, from small arms fire to anti-tank grenades. But what sets the Abrams apart is its advanced fire control system, considered the best in the world. The fire control system of the Abrams tank allows the gunner to aim at tank-type targets at a distance of up to 3.1 miles. The gunner can use daytime and infrared channels, while the crew commander can fire and aim independently. Additionally, the tank's all-around visibility is provided by 8 periscopes, allowing the crew to see everything happening around them. The Abrams tank is also equipped with the FBCB2 system, which allows it to meet the requirements of the network-centric warfare concept. This system is considered one of the main features distinguishing the M1A2 SEP V3 from older modifications. However, the FBCB2 system is highly classified, and experts believe it will be removed from the tanks sent to Ukraine. To protect the Abrams against enemy handheld anti-tank weapons, the tank is equipped with the Tank Urban Survival Kit, TUSK, designed to protect tanks against such threats. the Tusk's main element is the dynamic protection of ARIC-1 and ARIT-2. ARIC-1 are rectangular blocks consisting of sloped sheets of steel that alternate with sheets of explosive material, creating a layered pile of armor and explosives. When hit by a cumulative projectile, this explosive material explodes and erodes the cumulative jet. ARIT-2 are curved-shaped blocks in which the outer layer is steel followed by a layer of explosive. ARIT-2 is mounted on top of ARIC-1 on the side projections of the tank. This dynamic protection is equivalent to 500 mm of thick armor and can protect the tank from handheld anti-tank grenade launchers but not from anti-tank missiles. To further enhance the tank's protection, the Americans have installed the Abrams Tank Active Protection System Trophy. This system is the development of the Israeli company Rafael and has proved itself to protect Israeli tanks in combat clashes in the Gaza Strip. The system consists of radar stations with 4 antennas installed on the tank, which registers the missile's approach. This data makes it possible to calculate its trajectory, and then the launch of high explosive ammunition fixed on the sides of the turret destroys the missile on approach. However, the trophy has several weaknesses. For example, the active protection system cannot repel high-speed anti-tank missiles, such as those used by Russian attack helicopters or chrysanthemum missiles. One of the Abrams tank's weaknesses is its weight. The machine weighs almost 63 tons, 25 tons heavier than the Russian T-72. While the Abrams runs well on fairly hard ground due to the turbine installed, it's very heavy, rakes the caterpillars out from under itself, virtually all the soil, and sits on the belly on weak soil. Furthermore, the placement of the ammunition in the rear compartment is another significant weakness of the Abrams tank. This design flaw makes it vulnerable to enemy attacks, as a single hit could cause an explosion, significantly damaging the vehicle and its crew. The United States has been aware of this issue and working on a solution to overcome it. But despite its weaknesses, the Abrams tank remains a fearsome machine on the battlefield. Its turbine engine allows it to move quickly and with great agility, making it ideal for modern warfare. With advanced sensors and targeting systems, it can engage targets accurately from a distance, giving it a significant advantage over enemy tanks. Thank you for joining us for this exclusive report. We will continue to follow this story as it develops, bringing you the latest updates on this historic conflict. Remember to like and subscribe for more breaking news and exclusive reports. Until next time, stay safe.